In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to build a table for a Starfinder Society game of Skittermanders. Click on Create New Game. Give the game a title, add some tags. I'll add SFS as this will be a Starfinder Society game. Choose a character sheet. For this I would choose Starfinder Simple Sheet. Scroll to the bottom, click Create Game. Let's stick a nice logo there. Click on the Settings button, go to Game Settings. I'd like the players to be able to import their own characters, so click Yes. Go down to the Compendium, we'll pick the Starfinder Compendium, and then nothing else to be changed. We're on the right character sheet, so go to the bottom and click Save. Click on the highlighted name of your game. If I don't like that, just click in this section here and you can change the name of your game. Change it to Demo Num and hit Save. Then you're ready to launch the game. When the game first starts, you'll be presented with a blank page. A quick piece of housekeeping, click on the settings. Go down and look for the chat tech, set that to none because we won't be using the inbuilt video and audio. If you don't like the avatar pictures for your players or like the screen real estate, click the settings, scroll down to where it says player avatar size, change that from regular to names only. That will get rid of the little pictures. While you're here, also you might want to change your display name. Put the name of your character if you're a player, and then your real name in brackets and perhaps your armor class. Click Save Name and you'll see that change down in the bottom left hand corner. Then we'll make a new page. We'll set the diagonal measurement to Pathfinder 3.5. Don't need to change any of the other settings yet, just click OK. For my start page, I like to have a nice picture that the players can see. Grab this picture from the scenario, drag it roughly where I'd like. To save me moving it about all the time, what I'll do is I'll move this image by right clicking it and sending it to the map player. Now I've got a grid. I want to get rid of the grid, go to the page settings, scroll down to the colour, click in there, and then the last one on the last row is transparent. If you click that, it will turn your grid transparent. The grid is still there but nobody can see it. Now I need to add a page to put a map on, so I'll just duplicate this page, give the page a name, so we call it Ship. Click on the page to go to the map and backgrounds layer. Then I'll drag in the ship. As you can see, there are two ships here. One had a secret door in it, so I've edited that and removed the secret door. So I'll drag in the image with no secret door on it. Let's go back to the page settings. Let's set the colour of the grid to a nice red and a little bit more opacity. And you'll see that the image is behind the grid because I've added the map to the map layer. Now you just need to make the grid align. This is quite difficult the first few times. Holding down Alt, you'll move the left and the right handles of the image to try and line up the grid lines. I can see straight away that it's not quite big enough, so I'll make the image a little bit wider and also a little bit deeper. You can change these on the fly during the process. zoom out a little. Then I'll grab the right hand handle, holding down Alt again, stretch the image out till it gets to where I think all the lines are parallel. You will need to adjust it a couple of times, but it looks to me it's pretty close. I'll just need to zoom out a little bit. Drag it out a little bit more. There, that's almost perfect on the horizontal, and then we deal with the vertical. So again, what I generally do is drag out the image, try to get the grids as closely aligned as I can. You can instantly see whether you need to make it smaller or bigger, whether the lines are bigger or smaller than the squares you have. Drag down the top, you can see that in fact from the grey lines the image is slightly bigger now, not very far out, very close. Probably a couple of squares, so go to the bottom, holding down Alt, just move the grid lines again till they all line up. Just a little fine tune on the top, and there we have it, beautifully aligned, ready to go for my players. Again, I want to get rid of that red grid, as the grid's already pre-printed on the image. Go back to the page settings and change the colour of the grid to transparent. Ready to go. I had a new page to put my monsters on, just something I like to do, saves me messing up the pages or accidentally leaving the monsters where the players can see them. Now I need some tokens. There's a good website called Token Stamp. I'll just open that in a new window. It's very easy to use. I'll set background colour. I like to use a white background, and then the colour of the ring, the border tint. We'll go for a nice blue colour here. Just select your colour, click off it. Find some images you like. These are images I previously ripped from the scenario. Pick the green Skittermander, just drag and drop it on. Use the handles to resize and move the image until you're happy with where it is. Then just click download. Let's go back to Roll20. Just drag that image in. I want to resize it obviously to 1 square. Now I need to add a character sheet. Go to the Journal tab, click Add Character, give the character a name. And click Save Changes. Don't need to change anything else at this point, just shut that. Let's double click the token. We'll use the drop down here, represents character, and we'll select the character sheet we just made called green. We want the nameplate to be displayed, so it will be displayed below the token. Let's put in his hit points, put them on both sides so you get a nice bar, his stamina points and his resolve points. If you're not using Starfinder, you probably only need hit points here. Click on the Advanced tab, see names. Hit Save Changes. Now if you hold down Alt and double click the token, it will now open the character sheet because you associated the character sheet with the token. If you then go to Edit, you can click Use Selected Token. That will associate the character sheet with the token as you've already associated the token with the character sheet. There's the character sheet, and now you could fill this out should you wish. However, there's no need to fill out the complete character sheet. You can get by with just a couple of simple macros, certainly when you're starting out. So hit Attribute and Abilities, hit Add. We're going to click the Show as Token Action checkbox, and then click the little Edit pencil. I'm going to call this first macro Initiative. I'll put the text of these macros down below this video. This is a macro that will transfer your initiative to the initiative tracker in Roll20. All you need to do is change the number to whatever your initiative modifier would be. Make sure that you don't put any extra space between that number and the ampersand. I'll add another macro, again shows token action. This will be my melee attack. This particular attack, you would change the numbers, you change the damage, also change the name of the type of weapon. In this case we've done a stick, and the stick is going to be against the kinetic armour class in the Starfinder system, so we change it to KAC so our GM can see what we're hitting against. Add another macro. This one will be for ranged combat, essentially identical to the melee combat macro. This one will be with a pistol. Change the words, and again it'll be against kinetic because that's just standard bullets. And lastly, you'll need a macro for your saving throws. And these are in the standard format: fortitude, reflex and will. This macro will just roll all three in a nice little box. Don't forget to check the show as token action button before you click off this page. The reason that we click the show as token action is when you select your token, on the top left hand corner you'll see your token macros. They'll be for the character that you have selected. Show an example there of a melee attack, the ranged attack, the saves. These all use roll templates to make those nice looking rolls. These particular macros will only work for the Starfinder Simple. See that last one, initiative, and it's added green to the initiative tracker. If you Alt double click the green token, we'll open the character sheet, go to edit, click duplicate, and then close the green character sheet. Go to the journal tab, you see you've got a character called copy of green. Open the copy of green, rename it to red, delete the token. Back to the token tool, drag in the red Skittermander, adjust the size and zoom level to click download. Drag that image onto the desktop. Resize. If your creature you're dragging in is large or huge, then set it to 2x2 or 3x3 squares appropriately. Double click the new red token, we'll give it some hit points, some stamina points and resolve points. We will represent the character, we select red, select show nameplate, player show name, save changes. Then on the red character sheet we will go use selected token, and again we will save changes. The red Skittermander may have slightly different stats to the green, so you can go back into the red character sheet, change the modifiers for initiative, a laser pistol, and that will be against EAC. Same saving throws, so we won't change those. The macro bar for the red Skittermander appears, and you can see there it's taken the name of the character from the character sheet. Go to the map, go to the journals, just drag and drop the characters straight onto the map. There's red, and there's green.